Good morning. Today we are going to start that preparation of alkanes. So methods of preparation of alkane. First method is given from unsaturated hydrocarbon. You know that alkene and alkyne, they are unsaturated hydrocarbon because that carbon, all the four valencies are not satisfied by a single covalent bond, or you can say alkene or alkynes, they have the double or triple bond, that's why they are unsaturated. So when these alkene or alkynes mixed with hydrogen and passed over heated nickel catalyst, they form alkane by the process of hydrogenation. So just you see, this ethene, this one is ethene, it is mixed with hydrogen, then passed over heated nickel, finally divided nickel is there. So this bond is broken and this will form CS3 and CS3. This compound is ethane. Other one is ethyne. In ethyne, triple bond is there. Two molecules of hydrogen required. This one is ethyne. In the presence of the nickel catalyst, hydrogen is added. This will form ethane. This reaction is called hydrogenation. Hydrogenation. Addition of hydrogen to the organic compound in the presence of nickel catalyst is called hydrogenation. And this hydrogenation process is used in manufacture of banaspati ghee or vegetable ghee. So just to see, they are taking the vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is unsaturated. It is purified, and after purification, hydrogen gas is passed in the presence of the nickel catalyst at the right temperature pressure. So when this hydrogen gas is passed, the change of state is there from liquid to solid. So when there is a change of state, we can know that now it is saturated and the vegetable oil is converted into vegetable ghee. Now the next method is given from alkyl halides. So second method from alkyl halides. Second method from alkyl halides. From alkyl halides. So from alkyl halides, in that one, first one is given by Wurtz reaction. By Wurtz reaction. What is a Wurtz reaction? When alkyl halide is treated with sodium metal, when alkyl halide is treated with sodium metal in the presence of dry ether, in the presence of dry ether, alkane is formed. Alkane is formed. It contains even number of carbon atoms. It contains even number of carbon atoms. Whatever the carbon atoms are there in the halide, that will be double. Just you see, general reaction, this RX react with sodium metal in the presence of dry ether. So this will form two NaOH or R plus two NaOH. This is alkane. So whatever methyl bromide react with sodium. So this methyl bromide dry ether used as a solvent because sodium is very reactive with aqueous solution. So that's why non-aqueous medium is used. So this will form CS3, CS3, 2NaDr. This one is ethane. This whatever the carbon atom you will take, that will become just double. Then another example, C2H5I 2Na plus I C2H5 dry ether. This will form C2H5 2MaI. This is called butane. So this reaction is very useful in conversion. If you want to increase the number of carbon atoms, it means in the alkyl halide if you take one carbon atom, in alkane 2 will be there. In alkyl halide if you take the 2 carbon atom, then in alkane 4 will be there. In alkyl halide if you take 3 carbon atom, then 6 will be. Whatever you take, just double will be there. And from this method you can prepare even number of alkanes, ethane, butane, like that. Now the question is that suppose that if both the alkyl halides are different, then what will happen? So when both the alkyl halides are different, then a mixture of 3 alkanes will be formed. When both the alkyl halides are different, when both the alkyl halides are different, a mixture of 3 alkanes will be formed. If both the alkyl halides are different, then a mixture of 3 alkanes will be formed. Just I am going to show you how you will get the 3 alkanes. Here you are getting only one alkane, but if you take both the alkyl halides are different, then a mixture of 3 alkanes will be formed. So how it is possible? Just you see, suppose that if I take one molecule of methyl bromide, then one molecule I can take ethyl bromide in the presence of dry ether. So what will happen? They will combine to form CS3 C2H5. Now next what will happen? Just you see, you have not taken one molecule of methyl bromide and one molecule of ethyl bromide. Millions of molecules are there. Because you will take 100 gram, 10 gram, 50 gram. You know that in one mole, so many molecules are there. So like that, millions of molecules are there. So the chances will be there. 2 molecules of this methyl bromide can combine together. So when the 2 molecules of the methyl bromide combine together, then you will get ethane. And then again the chances will be there. 2 molecules of ethyl bromide may combine. Then you will get. So here you have taken that methyl bromide. Here you have taken ethyl bromide. There you are getting propane, ethane, and butane. So mixture of 3 alkanes will be formed. So this name reaction is important. In the organic chemistry, whatever the name reactions are there, if they are in syllabus, they are important. So next one is given Colehouse, what is the syllabus? Now next one is by using Grignard reagent. halide. So second method, by using Grignard reagent. By using Grignard reagent. First of all, what is Grignard reagent? Grignard reagent is RMGX. This RMGX. Alkyl magnesium halide. This one is alkyl magnesium halide. This is called Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent. Victor Grignard discovered this one, he got the Nobel Prize. So how we can prepare the Grignard reagent? We can prepare Grignard reagent when alkyl halide react with magnesium in the presence of dry ether. So this RX react with magnesium in the presence of dry ether. This Grignard reagent is formed, RMG. So by this way, you can prepare Grignard reagent. This Grignard reagent is very reactive. Just to see why it is very reactive. This RMG covalent bond is there, and here ionic bond is there. This bond is, this Grignard reagent is very reactive because of the polarity in this bond. So this delta positive, delta negative. So because of this reactivity, Grignard reagent react with water, alcohol, amine, or any proton giving compound just like acid. It forms alkane. So Grignard reagent is very reactive. It reacts with water, alcohol, amine, or any proton giving compounds to form alkane. So just to see. So first of all, water. So this Grignard reagent RMGX react with water. So here OH and OH. So that will become RH plus Mg OH. So again you, this is a general one. Any particular CS3 Mg Br react with water. So this BH will come here and OH will come. So this CH4 Mg OH Br. Now you have written with water. It can react with alcohol. It can react with amine. But the alkane will be formed. And when the alkane is formed, the alkyl group of the Grignard reagent will be converted in alkane. So CH3 Mg Br react with ethanol. So this H will come here and OC2H5 there. So that will become CH4, then Mg OC2H5, then Br. Then this CH3 Mg Br react with amine C2H5 and S2. So this way the melting will be there, H will come here and NH, C2H5. So you will get CH4 plus EMG, NH, C2H5, Br. Like this in nature also. So important for you, here the alkyl group of the Grignard reagent will be converted to alkyl. Note that alkyl group of RNGX is converted to alkene. So this reaction is very useful in conversion because from the alkyl halide you can get the alkane. So if the question is asked, how can you convert methyl chloride to methane? So first of all, methyl chloride you can react with magnesium and then you can react with water. You can get the methane. So this one, two methods are given in the syllabus, that is over. Now next one is the third one from carboxylic acid. Third method from carboxylic acid. Third method from carboxylic acid. Third method from carboxylic acid. So from carboxylic acid, that first method is given, decarboxylation by decarboxylation. What is decarboxylation? Removal of carboxylic group in the form of the carbon dioxide. Removal of carboxylic group is called the decarboxylation. So when the sodium salt of the carboxylic acid is heated with soda lime, alkane is formed. It contains one carbon atom less. When sodium salt of carboxylic acid is treated with soda lime, alkane is formed. It contains one carbon atom less. One carbon atom less. Just to see, this RCO is the sodium salt of carboxylic acid heated with soda lime. Soda lime is a mixture of sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide. So decarboxylation, this will form Na2CO3. So this will RH plus Na2CO3. This alkane is formed. Now whatever the hydrogen, whatever the carbon atom you will take, one carbon atom less will be there. So one example particular, this sodium acetate is heated with soda lime. So this will form Na2CO3, that CH4 plus Na2CO3. This one is methane. Here one carbon atom, here two carbon atom. In the same way, CH3, CH2, C double O NaOH heated with soda lime. So this will form CH3, Na2CO3. So ethene. So whatever the carbon atom you will take here, this is sodium propanoate and that is ethene. So one carbon atom less will be there. In the same way, if you want to prepare propane, here again you prepare, if you want to prepare propane, then sodium butanoate, which is butanic acid salt you have to take. So this reaction is very useful in conversion, decreasing the number of carbon atom, because one carbon atom is going in sodium carbonate. So if you want to reduce the number of carbon atom in the compound, you can apply this one. Just to see acetic acid, if you take from the acetic acid you get with sodium hydroxide, then you can get methane. So in the conversion when it is coming, and I will explain it. Now the second method, by always electrolytic method. Second method, by always electrolytic method. By always electrolytic method. B, by always electrolytic method. By always electrolytic method, by this method, when electrolysis is carried out, if sodium or potassium salt of carboxylic acid, then alkane is produced at the anode. When electrolysis is carried out, when electrolysis is carried out in sodium or potassium salt of carboxylic acid, alkane is produced at anode. So here also even number of alkane you will get. So first of all I am taking that sodium salt of carboxylic acid. So this sodium acetate, this compound is sodium acetate. So this sodium acetate dissociate into that sodium ion and acetate ion. So this CH3 C double O negative 2Na plus. As you know that at anode, N ions move towards anode. So this acetate ion will lose electron and form acetate radical. This free radical, and so this acetate radical will lose carbon dioxide. So from this side C double OH, from this one C double O. So what will happen? You will get CH3 plus 2CO2. This compound is ethane. At anode you are getting ethane. At cathode, since aqueous solution is there, so Na plus and water both will move. So water will be reduced, greater reduction potential. So this will form 2 OH negative and hydrogen, 2 to the 4 is 12. So at cathode you will get hydrogen, at anode you will get the ethane. So by this method you can prepare even number of alkane. Methane cannot be prepared by this method. So this form carboxylic acid, that is over. Next one is from alcohol, aldehyde and ketones. Next method, fourth method, from alcohols, aldehydes and ketones. So fourth method from alcohols, aldehydes and ketones. From alcohols, aldehydes and ketones. So when this alcohol, aldehydes and ketones, when they are heated with HI and red phosphorus, alkane is formed. When alcohols, aldehydes and ketones are heated with red phosphorus and EHI, alkane is produced. Let us see first general and particular. So first of all, alcohol is heated with EHI, red phosphorus heat. So what will happen? This H will combine here, form RH, alkane. That one is alkane, and then oxygen is going in form of water, H2. And just to see that how many hydrogen you need, 2, then take 2 molecules, then I2 is removed. So when this is general, one particular methanol react with HI in the presence of red phosphorus, reduction reaction is there. So this will form methane, H2O and I2. Another one is aldehyde. So this RCHO heated with EHI in the presence of red phosphorus. So just you see, this R is there and then this one is converted to CH3. Now 2 hydrogens are used here and then oxygen will go in form of water. So 2 here oxygen, 2 here 4. Then take 4 molecules. Then 2I2. Now one particular CH3CHO acetaldehyde heated with 4 molecule of HI, red phosphorus, and heat. This will form CH3, then H2O and 2I2. So by this way you can get ethane. So what more is left? Ketone. So now next one is ketone. So ketone, just you see, ketone is RCOR. React with HI and red phosphorus, it is heated. So this CO is converted to CH2, CH2R, and then oxygen is going in form of water. So 2 hydrogen here and 2 here, 4. Take the 4 molecules of HI. Then 2I2. Now you can take CH3, CO, CH3. React with HI, red phosphorus, heat. This will form CH3, CH2, CH3, H2O and 2I2. So that will form propane. So now this preparation part is over, and now next one is properties. So that we will discuss in next video.